This episode of ETC is sponsored by Hot Pocket's Hunger for More Gaming Tournament.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to News Jump from Santa Ana, California.
Beautiful city. So, is Daniel Craig finished with playing James Bond? This question has kind of been up in the air ever since Daniel Craig started doing publicity for Spectre, basically telling any reporter who would listen to him that he'd rather shoot himself in the face than do another James Bond movie, or something like that.
Yeah.
But still, you can never tell with these English people. Their dry wit is just
too much.
I can't get through it. I'm an American.
Yeah.
Was he telling the truth, or was he taking the piss, as they say?
Well, even though there hasn't been any official word on the matter, it looks like unofficially, Daniel Craig is done with this James Bond shit, according to his friend and fellow actor Mark Strong, who you'll know from movies like The Kingsman and the newly released Brothers Grimsby.
So while talking to Shortlist.com about the Brothers Grimsby, the interviewer said that Mark Strong would make a great addition to any James Bond movie. And that's when Mark Strong apparently spilled all the beans, saying, "Do you know what? I'd have loved to have played a villain in a Bond movie while Daniel was doing it because he's a pal, and that would have been great. But I think he's come to an end with his Bond time, and so it's probably never going to happen, but that would have always been great."
So, whoops. Even though he's like technically contractually obligated.
Yeah.
Whatever. He said of Daniel Craig, he has been wonderful and he's loved it, but I think he feels like he's mined it. He's done what he wants with it. The point has come. So this is just interesting. Either Mark Strong is talking out of his ass, or he just accidentally broke a pretty huge piece of news before Daniel Craig had a chance to himself. But maybe that's for the best part, because then Daniel Craig can claim like just complete ignorance.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
My buddy Mark always just
just a laugh riot, that Mark.
absolute ledge,
Yeah.
that Mark Strong.
Yeah, what a cheeky fucker.
So Craig is, like we said, technically still under
Yeah.
contract for one more Bond movie, but I mean, he's pushing 50 at this point, and he has been very vocal about not really loving working on Spectre, where it was just an agonizing shoot across multiple countries.
Yeah.
People have been excitedly speculating about who would take over the role after Daniel Craig for a while now,
Yeah.
so, I mean, it's not like rebooting the franchise again would be that weird.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Get a millennial in there with they're already on their phones all the time. What's the difference? Have Q hook them up with something special. What a terrible idea.
Shane Dawson is the next James Bond.
But speaking of people named Daniel, I guess we have to mention this damn Daniel thing that now that the meme is safely dead and in the grave, thanks to Ellen DeGeneres showing it to your mom.
Oh.
So basically, a high school kid in Riverside, California started filming Snapchat videos of his friend Daniel walking between classes saying, "Damn Daniel," or whatever the fucking voice he's using, and commenting on his fashion choices. For example, "Damn Daniel, back at it again with the white Vans." It sounds so stupid now. Even a week
You
later,
were loving
it's
this
just
meme.
I loved it for the first 2 days.
You
was
actually
great.
killed it. You killed it on
I
Snapchat.
murdered it. I've tried to murder every meme that's come my way for the good of humanity.
Yeah, I think you managed to kill it before Ellen
Yeah.
did, which is an achievement.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not sure exactly why this blew up the way it did, but I guess it is fun to say.
It is.
And it's a good distraction
It's a
from
laugh
everything else.
riot.
Anyway, today's fame cycle being what it is, within the course of a week, Damn Daniel went super viral, got like 40 million views on the original
Yeah.
video. Then it got one of its creators' houses swatted.
Jesus Christ.
Bad.
Bad.
And then it got both of his creators on Ellen, where they were gifted a surfboard and a lifetime supply of white Vans.
I think the lifetime supply of Vans is way better than some dumb surfboard.
Well, there's only like
Especially
10.
it has Ellen's name all over it.
Yeah, he's gonna wax that out, but
He's gonna take that thing to Palos Verdes and get his ass kicked.
even the lifetime supply of white Vans, like this kid's 14, he could still be growing, and also like there was only like 10 pairs of white Vans. That's like
was
2
used
years.
as an example
That's
of
2 years of Vans.
It's like used it as an example. I'm sure it's just like he calls Vans whenever his shoes are messed up. Of course, it would get old calling them up even every year, being like, "Hey, can I get those white Vans for that thing I made?"
Yeah,
10
I'll
years
just
ago?"
go buy them. I don't even like white Vans anymore. I'm 50.
Yeah. Whatever, good for them. But the real piece of viral internet video gold for us this week was a different video, originally from Snapchat, and one that will never make an appearance on Ellen because it features full frontal male nudity. It's a guy at some sort of formal event, maybe a wedding. I heard it was like a dance.
Yeah, it's like a fraternity formal. Or
Yeah,
something.
anyway, he's dancing to Rihanna and Drake's Work. He decides to show off his moves, get down low, and he pops out his cock and balls.
It's just perfect. It's
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. I probably watched this video 100 times just in the last 2 days. It never gets old. It gets better.
Yeah.
We watched this in the middle of the Virgin Atlantic Lounge at Heathrow Airport, surrounded by families and rich businessmen.
Yeah.
Didn't care. We ruined their trips because the video's that good.
Yeah.
Had to keep
What
watching.
are these guys laughing? Oh my God! I thought I paid for business class.
Ruined a perfectly serene day.
You
at
pay for
Heathrow.
business class and you get no class when Elliot and Ricky are
We
flying.
ruined high-class things.
Sorry,
for you.
everyone. But in other news, Amazon just announced an upcoming series that sounds like the most ridiculous thing ever. It's called JeanClaude Van Johnson, and it obviously stars Jean-Claude Van Damme as himself, or rather a version of himself who is an actor starring in an action film version of Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn, but is also secretly an undercover black ops mercenary.
Okay.
Sign me up!
So Jean-Claude Van Johnson will be directed by Peter Atencio, who directed every single episode of Key and Peele, and also the upcoming Key and Peele movie, Keanu, which we're excited about. So needless to say, we're very excited to eventually see whatever the hell this is, because it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. Now, speaking of ridiculous, stupid things, that Full House reboot, Fuller House, is now out on Netflix.
Oh,
for
good.
whatever reason. Just terrible looking. But who cares? Because there's also now a Full House porn parody called Full Holes.
Oh, good.
And it's the first original porn project from Pornhub Studios, who will be debuting it exclusively on their Pornhub premium platform, which they're clearly aiming at to be the next Netflix of pornography.
Or the title of pornography.
They should just remake every Netflix show, but with porn. Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Dong Devil. That'd be fun.
House of Cocks.
That's HBO, you moron.
No, House of Cards is Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoops.
definitely
Hey,
is.
They make good quality stuff.
Whoops.
Yeah.
What else is on
Yeah.
Netflix?
Fucking a Murderer.
Fucking a Murderer is
Yeah,
good.
that's a good one.
Bosch? No, that's Amazon.
Amazon. Balls. Wait, what other? There's been plenty. Oh, yeah. Jessica Jones. Deep inside Jessica Jones.
Yeah, that's easy.
There's more stuff that we're not remembering. Wait, what's that? What's the prison show? I think there already is a porn parody about that one.
I'm like drawing a
Orange
blank.
is the new black cock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
easily.
there we go.
Oh, yeah, no
Done.
problem. Anyway, the Safe for Work trailer that you should watch right now
Yeah.
at work, at your job on a Saturday.
Do it just because you can. They say you can.
It's exactly what you'd expect from a porn parody.
Yeah.
Lots of bad wigs, bad acting, and bad sexual puns. And of course, since it's not an authorized parody, they gotta change all the names. The names we get are BJ, Stuff Me, Muff Shell, Kimmy Gobbler, Uncle Jizzy, Blowy, and Handy. What a time to be alive.
Oh man, I think the jokes in this trailer alone are probably better than anything in the actual show.
All the reviews are saying like, oh wow, what have we done? Like even the people that were excited for it are just
Yeah.
like, oh wait, no, this is terrible. Why
Yeah.
did anyone bother doing this?
I knew, first of all, I knew this was initially bad when they actually announced that it'd be happening. But
It's the stupidest
immediately
idea.
after, when they were like, "Oh, DJ's husband died too," just like Danny Tanner's
So much
wife.
death in this
Yeah.
lighthearted comedy.
All it is like a big black cloud following this family around. What's gonna happen to their kids? Who knows? Tune in to find out, or don't. Just watch the porn. Who gives a shit? Let's move on to trailer.
Yeah, so last week we showed you a new trailer for Daredevil Season 2 that focused on the Punisher. And this week they're back with a new trailer that's all about Elektra and the mysterious ninja crime syndicate known as The Hand.
So in the comics, Elektra is an assassin and love interest of Matt Murdock, despite her morals not really aligning with those of Daredevil. So having both her and the Punisher come into Daredevil's Hell's Kitchen to take on the Hand should make for a whole lot of arguing about whether or not killing bad guys is okay. Daredevil Season 2 comes back on March 18th, so right around the corner.
Yeah.
3 weeks from now.
You got ninjas.
Very close.
You got Elektra. You got
everything.
Punisher.
John Bernthal.
Yeah. Bernthal. Then there's a trailer for FX and BBC's co-production, an 8-episode event series called Taboo, which stars Tom Hardy in a story that he and his dad, named Chips Hardy, came up
Hardy?
with. Yeah, his dad's name is Chips.
Wow.
It takes place in 1814 and stars Tom Hardy as a guy who disappears in Africa and is presumed dead until he returns to England a couple years later to inherit his deceased father's shipping company, only to discover that his father had all sorts of enemies, including the monolithic East India Company. There's absolutely no info about a release date or anything, but this thing looks like some very high quality TV, especially for something not unlike HBO or Netflix.
But moving on, the Brit Awards were this past week. They're basically the UK's version of the Grammys. We missed it by one day being there, I think. So if you watched our daily news episode about the Grammys, you'll know that we really didn't care for Lady Gaga's David Bowie tribute. So we're grateful that for the Brit Awards, we got a very fitting and sincere David Bowie tribute to make up for it.
Yeah.
Those damn Brits in their class.
They're so classy.
Yeah.
So Bowie was presented with the Brit Icon Award, which is basically a Lifetime Achievement Award by Annie Lennox, and she spoke very reverently about Bowie before giving the award to Bowie's very close friend and actor, Gary Oldman. I didn't know they were friends, but apparently they were like best buds.
Alfred Pennyworth.
Yeah, and he gave basically the closest thing the public's going to get to like a eulogy for David Bowie, and it was really funny. Told some funny stories. They gave him time.
Yeah.
This is like this kind of thing would
Nope,
never
play him
fly.
off.
Yeah.
Nope, play him the fuck off.
Yeah.
We got to get more people out here to do tributes for other dead people, and also we got to give what's her name, Taylor Swift more awards.
Yeah.
Get this eulogy off my stage.
We have to add a 10-minute contingency plan because we know Kanye West is going to be interrupting
Yeah,
people.
good thing you didn't this year. Anyway, back to the Brits. For the musical performance, the touring band that worked with Bowie for the last decade and a half took the stage and did a very skillful medley of instrumental versions of various hits until Lorde took the stage and performed Life on Mars in full. The whole thing is just so much more sincere and respectful than what Intel and Lady Gaga put out there at the Grammys, and it's definitely worth a watch if you're a Bowie fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love that Lorde. How can you not like Lorde?
Yeah, Randy Marsh does it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Lorde.
Yeah.
But speaking of award shows, tomorrow
Lorde shows.
tomorrow is the Academy Awards.
Woo!
Finally.
Yes.
And we'll have plenty of in-depth coverage of that on Monday. But for now, here's a great video that someone on the internet put together showing every single winner for Best Visual Effects going all the way back to 1927. It's really fucking cool seeing how visual effects have evolved over the last 89 years and seeing like what effects have managed to age well despite being super old and which ones just look like garbage.
Yeah.
2001 still looks great.
Yeah.
Star Wars still looks great. All the
There's
Alien
a real
movies look
weird
great.
spot in the 90s where it's like Death Becomes Her and like a couple other things.
That's when like CGI first got big and people were kind of just taking whatever they
were
would
like,
get.
we can put a hole in someone. Let's just try it and see if we can get some awards out of it.
Yeah.
There were some weird ones, but yeah, like going back into the 70s and stuff, like at Star Wars and just before it are some really amazing films.
Yeah.
So this year the category is really tight with some good competition. So it's anyone's guess who's going to take the award home tomorrow. I say it's going to be Star Wars, the new Star Wars. And you said, what was it? Not The Martian, but...
I think I might said The Martian.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm going with.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's great. I think
Yeah.
they both deserve to
They're
win.
all great. Even though the bear from the Revenant is like the best animal effect since Life of Pi, and probably better than that.
Well, fuck good movies because the award show for the worst movies ever happening tonight, and that's the Razzies. So check that out.
Yeah, we were
We'll have-
invited, but we're actually,
We're
we have a
down
prior
in Santa
obligation.
Ana. Anyways, guys, check out our other content over here. We have a brand new episode of Tugs. We have a brand new episode of the Sam Pepper Fuck that. No, watch Weekly Weird News instead. And then
The Sam Pepper Show. What did he do this week?
What did he do? And then tomorrow we have a brand new podcast where we talk about your education system and why it's fucking you in the ass.
If you're American,
Yeah. If you're from anywhere else, it's probably
you're
fine.
probably fine.
Yeah. Anyways, bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, one more thing before we go.
Yeah, we wanted to let you know that we will be at the Hot Pockets Hunger for More Gaming Tournament on February 26th and 27th.
Yeah, you can check us out and some other amazing people over on youtube.com/machinima and twitch.tv/machinima all weekend long, live from the event. There's more info down there in the description. Just go check that out. But we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're doing some pretty cool things down there, and it's gonna be us live.
Yeah.
We hate doing live things. You're gonna think it's great.
Are we gonna do something wrong? We gonna trip, fall?
Anything
I don't know.
could happen.
Tune in.
Yeah.
It's live.
Bye.
Bye.